Alright guys, sitting in chairs is not allowed. You can only sit on somebody's footstool where they've stepped in shit and all types of lice. And yeah, that's what I was offered when I was sitting in my own chair by security. And a lady from up front came back here behind me and then made a gesture to the camera on the wall right there in the back. And then 2 security guards came over about 5 minutes later or 10 minutes later and told me that I can't sit in this chair that I brought here myself. I said he was stuttering over saying they don't allow me to sit in my chair. Chairs like that. That's what he said. He said, we don't allow chairs like that. So I told him, I said, hey man, I'm allergic to lice and your chairs are all infested with lice. And then he says, well, it's just too bad. Sorry, bro. Like, we just don't allow chairs like that here. Pretty much like saying people like me, I suppose. But then his partner brings over this freaking thing that they stand on all day, put their feet on all day. And all the homeless people come in and throw all their raggedy trash on top of. And then somebody comes and sits on there and catches lice. Sad. Discrimination. Now, this is not the first time I've been removed from this spot, charging my phone. So what I asked was, I said, well, am I not allowed to charge my phone? He said, no, you just can't sit in that chair. Because before, a few months back, they told me I couldn't be here at this spot. These guys got chairs. They got nice chairs. But see if I can sneak around and show you the lady that got me kicked out. Pathetic. Just freaking pathetic. Let's see how far these guys had to walk to kick me out of here. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. They had to walk all these steps from downstairs, come all the way up here, because she came up behind me and said, oh no, can't have that man sitting by himself, isolated, comfortable. No, minding his own business. Alright, so here's the story. Pretty much I was sitting there where the video started on my chair, a little Bass Pro Shop chair that I've been coming to this library for over a whole year and a half with the same chair. Never been kicked out, never told I couldn't sit in it. Okay, I haven't been here in a minute, So it's probably been maybe half a year since I've been here. I show up to come charge my phone in the corner, same little spot I always do. And sometimes they have something like chairs and tables already there in that spot, just for that purpose, for people to charge up and read and stuff like that. Get some peace and quiet upstairs, away from everybody with all their loud music and laughing and chatting and eating and drinking and all the noise and stuff. You know, people trying to have a party in the dang library. So I get away out back at the top of the library, and what happens? The lady from the freaking counter comes up from behind me, doesn't say anything. I hear her walk up behind me. She doesn't say anything, but then I hear her do her spin. She spun, and then she waved up at the camera and pointed over her shoulder at me. I caught her just as she was doing it. And then she walks on off. She just came in, kind of looked at me over my shoulder, saw me on my phone, and then literally threw the thumb up over at me, at the cameraman, whoever's at the camera watching security, and told them to come kick me or get me out of here or something, or check up on me or something. I don't know what the heck, but they came up with some nonsense. I said, "Oh, yeah, that chair, yeah, those chairs are not allowed here. We can't. We don't know." Like literally, the dude was stumbling like freaking Biden up here answering the question. It was ridiculous. And so I already knew it was bull. Like I was just like, "Oh yeah, am I not allowed to sit here at this spot right here?" He's like, "Oh no, nothing, not like that. Oh, you can sit here, just can't sit in that chair. Like chairs like that. We just don't allow people to sit in chairs like that." So I'm thinking, wait a second. So I have all my things, nothing is touching this floor. Now, if I put up my chair, if I put it up, it'll be inside of this bag right here, right? And I would have my jacket, bam, and then I'd have my phone, and then I'd have like my water. So I'm already comfortable and nothing is touching the floor. They want me to sit on a stool and then lay everything down. The stool wasn't even big enough to sit half a butt cheek on. All plastic with freaking grill skewing marks on it. Like, you're out of your mind, bro. You're out of your mind. Like, if that doesn't scream targeted individual or agenda or depopulation or censorship or I don't know, bro. Like the point is, it's subtle and it's personal, but it's not personal. It's more so on a social, more so. Like pretty much, if it's personal, then you know it would probably have been further along the line. But since it's a social thing, it's just like a protocol, like just an expected part of their day. It wasn't really much of a big deal. It was just like, just come up with something to get them moved, make them move. Yeah, man. So that's Nashville Library for you downtown. And pretty much that's how security people act all over like the United States from what I've seen. People just for some reason come up and just take one look at you. They don't know your story. They don't know who you are. They don't know who you help. They don't know what kind of records you done set. They don't know what part of the government or country you serve. They don't care. They don't know. They're shallow, and they barely have a pulse. And all they do is think about feeding their belly with their eyes. And you look like pretty much you look appetizing. You know, something to make fun of to pass the time. You know, a little extra incentive with the quota. You know, clean up the environment like Gavin Newsom out there. You know what I mean? Pretty much just one day you're here and the next day you're gone and nobody questions. It's a party, so nobody's even got the right state of mind to question because everybody's all messed up off of all type of influences and incentives. Influences and incentives. DUI, driving under incentivized incentives. There you go. All right, man. You guys have a beautiful day. Have a blessed day. And I'll talk to you guys soon, man. To the Rabbi High Shai High Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh, to the Rabbi Shai Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh, to the Rabbi Hebrew Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh, to the Mashimo Yoshai Hama Aseh Kadosh Kadosh Kadosh, Anam Yamin.